Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hello there.
Hey, what's up, D6? This changes up the entire mechanics of the vehicle. Oh my god.
I have General Veers.
Explosions! You can have this guy up in the ATST. Obi-Wan, oh no, stop it. Look at the fucking mustache, man. Oh no. What up, everybody? How's it going? I hope everybody's doing well today. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. Is it okay now? Yeah, I think so. I can see it coming through now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Always a rocky start, right? Just let me know if you guys can hear me right now. Okay, cool. Hey, awesome. There we are. What's up, everybody? I talked a little bit before. It's been 2 weeks, but we are back with the Shed Show. Hello. And I was talking about that. I was very, very close to where you live, Celestian. And before I continue, thank you so much for the 10 months resub. God, we're almost at a year now, Celestian. Almost a year now. Calls for a celebration. No, what I was talking about, I went to Een Kleine Wereld, translated to A Small World in English, this weekend to play some Moonstone. I played the first couple of games of Moonstone. Actually, it was just one game, but it was a four-player game, which was a lot of fun. I have to tell you guys, I'm going to make a video, of course, this Friday about the games that I'm looking forward to in 2025. Moonstone is going to be up very, very, very high on the list because I enjoy it a lot. I'm going to talk in the video. I'm going to talk a little bit about the games I'm looking forward to and the games that I'm going to play. And Moonstone is so easy yet so in depth. You can get very, very in depth with Moonstone, with team building and everything. That it's going to be high up the list, and I'd love to talk a little bit more about it. And I'm probably going to do some more content about it as well. I'm thinking about doing a video. Should you play Moonstone in 2025? That's definitely coming. Probably in 2025 though, because there's a lot. There's lots more content to make. So yeah. But I enjoyed that a lot, and that store, Celestian, it's a very nice store. I love the people there. Very, very nice people. And it felt like coming home. They were like, oh, welcome in. Can I take your jacket? Do you want to have a coffee? It was like, okay, nice. A very nice store, very nice people. I really, really urge you to, if you're in the Netherlands, to go there. It's awesome. Now, this is the second episode of the Shed Show, because if you don't know, I kind of rebranded it so I can be a little. I don't have to do series of, now I'm going to paint this, now I'm going to paint that. In this case, I'm going to paint Star Wars Legion, because believe it or not, I'm getting excited about Star Wars Legion again. And there was a little promise that I made, is that I am going to finish my Rebel army this year. And I don't have a lot to go, but I have some heroes to paint up. But first of all, Wookiees. I still have my Wookiees that need to be painted up, and I want to try some. Hey, what's up, Mask Geek? What's going on, man? I need some. I need to paint up my Wookiees, because they have been on and off painting for a couple of months, as you know. And I want to finish them because they're awesome, and I really want to field them in the new Star Wars Legion. I did play. I didn't tell you everything, but I did play a few games of new Star Wars Legion as well. At Spellenspectakel, actually. And I enjoy it. It's really, really nice. I also played a few games on Tabletop Simulator. I think, in fact, there's people playing right now. People in the Discord, right? And yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. And it's going to be high up the list for things to look forward to in 2025 for me as well. Obviously. It's... I expect it to be back at the level that it was like 6 months ago, Still want to do lots of content about it. I'm not going to get into the tournament scene and everything. We talked about that before. I'm not going to be one of those meta players, but I'm going to just make some fun lists, like I used to do last year, basically, like some thematic lists. I don't care about what is nice or what is good with each other. I'm not going to care about that. So yeah, Mas Geek is asking the question: is Rick still playing? Well, actually, Rick canceled the the Q4 tournament because that was like the thing, right? It was going to take place this weekend. But I think it didn't really work out with him and the store or something. I'm not sure. But it's not happening. But there will be a Q1 2025. And that will be the first time that I'm really going to get into Star Wars Legion again. This means that I'm going to need a lot of preparation, obviously, as well, because I need to I need to get my army going, see what I can do. Maybe we can make a list later today. Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe. No, but Rick, he's busy with his new job. He has been busy, just like me. I have the feeling everybody's been busy. So yeah, we're just going to have to see when actual games are happening. So these are the Wookiees, the few that are kind of done. Almost done. This one still needs his sword painted, and some details there. But I just wanna continue with them. Just wanna continue with the Wookiees. For example, this guy. I think this guy is the leader, isn't he? Yeah. This looks like the leader. Yeah, this guy is going to stay the way that he is, actually. He's a special one. But I'm going to try some... That's what I want to talk about a little bit. I'm going to try some different techniques. Some different painting techniques. Which... I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I don't know if I'm good at doing what I am about to do. But I want to use colors like these. Maybe not this one. Colors like these. And why? Because I am a big fan of Craft World Studios. And they are way better at painting than me. But I'm just going to see if I can make something interesting with these colors. Starting with a, bringing some color in the shadows. You already finished the diorama? No, I didn't. I am making a video about it, so I took all the progress that I have so far. No, I'm not ready yet, Celestia. And I actually don't know if I'm going to make the deadline, to be honest. But it doesn't matter because I'm not participating. You guys have to make the deadline. How is your diorama coming along? So we're going to try. And yeah, do some wet blending, do some crazy stuff. And I like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be good at this, and it's going to look like total ass when I start this, but my hope is that it's going to look quite nice. In Guild Wars, you know what, guys? I've been looking. So these are the colors that I'm going to use. This is what I'm going to have to work with. But you know what, guys? I've actually been looking to get into. Not that I have any time for it, by the way. But I've been looking to get into an MMORPG again myself. I used to play Final Fantasy a lot. Final Fantasy Online. But sometimes it's nice to just go into another world, an online world, you know? Okay, so I watched some, but let me know what is Guild Wars. Is that nice? Is it? What do you like about it as opposed to other MMORPGs? Yes, I am painting up my Wookiee purple. There is a good reason for that. And I'm going to see if I... What do you, how do you mean non-linear for an MMORPG? Okay. So a very just question, my liege, is why am I painting in purple? All will become clear a little bit later. I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know if I possess the skills to even try these techniques, but I am going to anyways. But what again, Celestian? What do you mean with non-linear? So what's an example of a quest that you recently did, or that you could come across? Any Black Friday deals? Well, I got myself a little Black Friday deal. On some Moonstone miniatures, actually. And apart from that, there was some... Moonstone had some show us the boxes. It didn't come in yet. I ordered it yesterday. But it was just some Moonstone stuff. It was not really a Black Friday deal per se, because it was new miniatures. It was some limited edition stuff that I really, really liked for a specific scenario in Moonstone. But I'm good for now. I got into yet another game, of course, with Moonstone. So my hobby budget is down the drain for this month. Every area only has a level requirement that is recommended. You don't need to go there to progress. The area has no beginner or end as hard. Switch. Okay, yeah. Well, that sounds nice. Is it is it a free MMO? Yeah, but no subscription model. Okay, well, it's a good that they give you the option, at least. I am doing a very, very, very sloppy job at this guy, as you can see. But it's all part of the plan, so-called plan. And you know what? I don't know if it's going to work, but we will find out soon enough. Want to get back into EVE Online, it was quite fun. Yes, I played EVE Online a little bit, maybe for about a month or something, I think. But then, yes, I kind of found out that it is too hardcore for me. It's too much for me. The thing I really liked about Final Fantasy is that it's quite casual, you know. You can, as soon as you know what the game is all about, it's quite easy to have some nice daily routines and to have some, you know, just to have some fun. You didn't have to. I played mostly solo, actually. And there was always something to do, you know? Whatever you wanted to do. If it was like either one of your jobs, like the your side jobs, or do some leveling, or, you know. But the problem with Final Fantasy is if you then decided not to touch it for a couple of weeks, you were kind of wasting your money, because you pay for like a 60 or 90 day access, basically. And well, I couldn't get invested in that all the time. So it was hard to just pick up then again, because then I had to, like, I had to then, like, buy a new subscription or a game time thing for 60 euros. Albion Online, maybe. Well, there's a few things that I would be looking for if I would wanna get into MMOs again. One of them, it should be free, like I said, because of my experience with Final Fantasy. It doesn't really hold up. So free to play is good, definitely. PlayStation 5 would be nice, because I don't really have a gaming PC, and I don't wanna put all my stuff on the MacBook. Hey, what's up, Warwolf? Good evening. And welcome in. We are painting some Star Wars Legion today, and I'm trying out a... It looks like he's about to boogie with the purple and everything. I'm trying out a new technique, and I'm not sure if it's going to work out for me. Hydrate. I actually have a little guy right here. This is my first one in quite some time. Finally home from work. That's good. What have you been up to today at work? Or maybe let's not talk about work because it's boring. It's a bookie. Oh god, Celestrian. Nice one with the dad jokes again. I really have little faith in that this is going to work out, but I'm going to continue with whatever I'm doing. I'll show myself out. So, Celestrian, what's your plan for Moonstone? Are you joining me and I don't know the people from the store in the league that's coming up in well, the new year, once every month? That's it. I'm an elevator. So elevators, yeah, okay, well, clear. It's quite an easy one to mention at parties, though, right? I mean, for me, it's also an easy one. Like marketing at an accounting firm, but still, it's, you know, it's a little bit. But you fix elevators. That's an easy one to explain. The league starts in January. Yes, that is correct. Marketing and accounting, yeah. I do have to say something about accountants, about my colleagues. Usually I did marketing at I worked with a lot of people that are in salespeople. I'm not going to hate on salespeople too much because, you know, Rick is a sales guy. He works in sales. But accountants are really, really proper, tidy, and respectful people. Very, very different from salespeople. Very, very different. And I like that at my company. It's nice. It's a nice change of pace. They are a very, very special breed, and it is that, you know, Rick is my friend and has been for a long time, but he's a sales guy. He's a sales guy. Very, very typical sales guy. Okay, so my Wookiee is now purple, with a little tint of shit as well. But this is still going according to plan, believe it or not. The trick is in the next step, where I'm going to dry brush it. But the brown purple shade is a little bit more interesting than just a standard black, or so I like to believe. So let's find out when this one dries up. For now, maybe we should take a look at one of the other guys, but I'm going to need black for that, so give me a minute. To answer your question, I do plan to join the league. I have a very soothing painting voice. Hello there. Yeah, you're going to need extra minis. Yeah, that is true. I found that out myself because we need like 6 to 8 minis, I think. Right? 6 to 8 was the thing. So it's basically 2 boxes, right? How many? What models did you have again? You were going for the Dominion, right? Ferries. Wow, that looks good. I kind of want to recreate whatever I did there. Dominion, Blood Magic, Fairies, and I still need 1 group and a troll. Okay. Why would you need the troll though? Just because you want to? Or because you need to? Oh, nice. Dreadnought is it's quite a nice painting project actually, I think. Not too difficult to paint, right? Because I want something that is not gonna die at the first gust of wind on the board. I actually had a I played with just my humans, right? That came in the starter set. So I had Baron from Fancy Hat, the Friar Flavius, I think was his name. Yeah, I think so. Eric the Squire, and Flintlock, the Sniper. The Sniper Flintlock was very, very good, very, very good. And the Friar, he got attacked by a troll. So he got attacked, but because of my cards that I had and the shenanigans that I pulled, I killed the troll. And yes, he was already wounded, but it was funny because the troll was coming for me. And then I was like... It was very, very nice. Very, very cool game. I have the feeling that my camera is a little bit far away. I'm sorry, guys. Let's get that straight for everybody with OCD. Yes. The troll I'm gonna get heals himself to full on his signature kill. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, so I've been looking into the factions that I... ooh, that dries quickly. Jesus. That was not what I was going for. I've been looking at what kind of what kind of humans I want to play, or what kind of Commonwealth I want to play. And yeah, you can go so many routes with Moonstone, especially with the Commonwealth, but I think with any faction. The gnomes are very nice because the gnomes have a they have a dedicated kind of digger. So they have one guy that just is very good at digging. The Outlander gnomes, they are very cool because they can kind of conjure the powers of the forest. So if you're next to a tree and you play with the Outlander gnomes, or your enemy is next to a tree and you play with the Outlander gnomes, then the tree can actually like can smash people. If there's no trees in place, that is okay, because there's also a gnome who can conjure like vines. So that is also very cool. I think his name is Loki. Build I'm going to play is marked by the makers of the moon. Is marked by the makers of the moon as hard as fuck to play. Yeah, that's. I think so. I think so too. But you are kind of. You're not like me. I'm really dumb with war games. I want something that is super simple, and that's why I play Commonwealth, and that's why I'm going to play Commonwealth humans probably. Although I have a few fawns now. I don't know if you heard. I think I sent Perry something on Insta because she said don't spend too much money. I was like, whoops. No, I didn't spend a lot of money. It was okay actually, and I got some stuff which was nice. And I bought myself a little. I bought myself the Arising or the Arising book, and I found out that the Moonstone books, they are well worth it. They are full of lore. I know everything about how Tauber came to be now because I read the first book already, including the rules and everything. But yeah, guys, I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love with Moonstone. It is such a simple game to play. You can easily play it with non-wargaming people. Perry wants to make some terrain. Oh, cool. Just scratch building terrain, or what's the plan? I've always also been working on terrain, as you know, and of course I was quite enthusiastic about Moonstone and everything, but I realized, okay, let's not like all of a sudden go all in on Moonstone content on the channel and everything because people are gonna hate me. For next year, though, it's going to be a big part of the channel, and I know it's not going to help me with views and everything because Moonstone videos are generally like the higher view counts are in the few thousands or something. It's never anything like, obviously not like 40k, but also not like Legion. Might build a whole Legion map in the style I'm doing for the diorama. Oh, cool! I'm very excited for it. the plan is to. I actually have a meeting with Mini Marvels tomorrow about how we're going to do the whole live stream, because we're going to do a winner reveal live stream thing, probably at his office. But I'm going to do a video on my diorama like next week or the week after. So if you have some in progress pictures, please send them over, because I'm going to share them in that video next week. If you want to, of course, you don't have to. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm just going to do a diorama build next week, like I said, and hopefully, probably we're going to have all your finished pictures then, anyways. I just realized, because the competition will be over. To send it before Saturday. I can imagine that we will. I'll talk to Mini Marvels, but I can imagine that we'll give another day. I mean, it's in the middle of a in the weekend. Sunday is the best day to hobby, right? I'll try to buy some time, Celestian. I don't know if you need any time, but just in case. Oh, okay. More time is more detail. Yeah, that's what that's where my problem was with the gnome diorama. Oh, Celestian, by the way. Yeah. Okay. So I'll see you in a bit. We'll talk a bit later. I was wondering if you know anyone, or if you print big things like whimsical fantasy houses and stuff. I have a big. Okay. as much as I love scratch building, I have seen some very, very nice Moonstone-esque houses. But I can also ask Mini Marvels, because I think he does print on demand now. Actually. Resin printing is expensive. Yeah, I was also thinking about just picking it up on Etsy or something. I mean, it's going to be expensive, but some of the houses that I've seen are so nice. Some of the terrain. Have you seen the Eons of Battle video on Moonstone? That terrain is absolutely amazing. And if you didn't see that yet, you really, really do need to watch that. It's a really good video. I encourage anyone, by the way, to if you are even slightly interested in Moonstone. Hey, Red Chickens, by the way, on YouTube. Sorry that I missed you. But if anyone is interested in Moonstone and what it is about, I highly recommend you check out the Eons of Battle video that is about Moonstone, that was recently released, actually. And that is the thing with Moonstone. I see a lot more people getting into it lately. I see a lot more coverage, and that's pretty good. Holy shit, by the way, what is up with the Trench Crusade thing? Seriously. Has anyone followed this thing? And has anyone seen all of the content about it on YouTube? Every single creator in the miniature space is making a video on Trench Crusade. I have not seen one from Miniac yet, but I'm going to call it. It's going to happen. But this is quite insane what is happening. Haven't seen anything on it. Okay, but you're not on YouTube like super like all the time, right? Not like me. Maybe it's just me. No, but I've seen a lot of coverage on what is happening there. You are sorta okay. All you okay, but there's a lot of content on it, and especially this week. I've seen at least 5 creators. Why, hello there, Jace the Face. There he is. There he is. There he is. There he is. Or here I am, I should say, because I've been off the streaming for 2 weeks. How are you doing, my man? How is it going? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay, Jace. Just been extremely busy at work. I don't know if I caught you 2 weeks ago, but my marketing team consists of 10 people, and there's, I think, only 3 or 4 that are effectively working at the moment because the rest is either on vacation, sabbatical, or sick. And I'm actually one of the few people that can, that can work with things like Photoshop and Illustrator and create videos and that kind of stuff. Because most of the people that are out of the relation at the moment are creators as well. So I'm the only one now, so there's lots of work to do. So I did overtime pretty much every single day over the past month or something. So yeah, good times, good times. I did this is the first time that I'm painting in a very, very long time, actually. Or it feels like a long time. Because the last thing we did is we made the Hivestorm terrain. Yeah, well, it's time for time, so I'm not getting anything out of it other than more vacation days. But that's fine for me because I was out of vacation days anyways. But how have you been? How have you been? It's like a ghost town. Yeah, I expect everything to be a ghost town very, very soon as well, though, Celestian. I am pretty much the only one working at Christmas. In the Christmas holidays, which is going to be nice because it's going to be very, very quiet at the office. I like quiet. And yeah, well, Jace, apart from that, I am really enjoying a little game called Moonstone at the moment. I don't know if you heard of it. It is from the UK though, but it's awesome. It is really nice to play with non-wargaming people, and I just played my first game a few days ago. It's awesome. Yeah, so what are you working on your Blood Angels? Yeah, Moonstone is really, really cool. Oh, the Christmas gobbo, nice. Awesome. I'm just thinking about Christmas content for myself, actually. To have something Christmassy to do. Gobbo's primed, I'm ready to go, but thought I'd best wait till at least 1st of December before I start painting. Yeah. Clones? What? Oh god, I'm stuck here. My foot is stuck. The shed is actually very, very hot at the moment. I think I'm ben te hard aan het stoken. God, this so-called non-metallic metal thing that I'm attempting, it's not really working out at the moment, but the thing that I'm attempting, it does take a long time. It's not really looking too good. I'm going to have to reference a little bit, maybe. Because there is a very specific trick to it to make it to make whatever I do right now look instantly good. I mean, I'm getting there, but hot? How warm is it outside? Outside, I don't know, but inside right now it's 21.2 degrees Celsius, which is way too hot for my liking. Het kacheltje is lekker aan het knallen. We're starting to get somewhere, but this one is really, really messy. I have to say that not painting for 2 weeks hasn't done me good, guys. Or not painting for maybe even close to 2 months or something, right? I mean, I've been building the kill team terrain mostly. What the actual duck are the colors on Jedi armor in the Clone Wars? Jedi armor, like like Obi-Wan's armor, or what? What do you mean? White, right? Isn't it just white? White and beige. Yeah, yeah. I was really tempted. I was looking around at Marktplaats, by the way, today, and I was really, really tempted to pick up a whole lot, literally a whole lot of clones. But I contained myself and I said, no. Wait until the new edition of Star Wars Legion comes out. New clone models, new plastic clone models. You're a rebel guy at heart, right now, at least. So yeah. What color lightsaber? Is it... Did you see the new Eldar? Yes, I did, Stork. I did. But I fell for the Eldar trap once in my life. I'm not going to let that happen again. Yeah, they are awesome, Stork. Just buy everything. No. But first of all, Celestian, color lightsaber. I don't know. What do you guys think? Color lightsaber. I always like blue. Buy all the minis. I have a whole bunch of moon. I'm going to get my Moonstone minis from the house when I take a little break, so I can show you what is up with that. God damn it! I'm really struggling with all kinds of things today. Jesus. Hard to make it glow. Yeah, I think the yellow is going to be hard to make it really pop. But blue is going to be a color that is not really blue is going to be nice for some OSL effects, maybe, Celestian. And since I'm judging this competition, I like OSL. I like OSL a lot. Purple's also nice, but I think I like blue and green the most. A local game store had the 30 night box on sale. 2 huge nights for the price of 1. Oh, nice, nice. That is very cool, Stork. I talked about it in my Discord a little bit. And most of you might not even know this, but I'm a huge Imperial Knights nut. I always, ever since I saw Warhammer for the first time, when I got back to Warhammer and I saw the big Stumpy Knights, I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to play. And I kind of regret not doing that, because it feels that with every edition, with every new edition, you're going to have to kind of tweak your army and blah blah blah. With Knights, you just put down a Knight. It's just Knights. So I was actually thinking, and I'm still thinking about this a little bit, about selling my Votann, my Leagues of Votann, and get some Knights. There is still time to buy that box, but the box is actually not that good, Stork. And the reason for that is, normally you would get, the Knights have several several configurations, right? With the one in the current Christmas Battleforce box, you can only make 2 Knights. Normally with the Canis Rex Knight, you can make about 6, and Knights are there to magnetize. It kind of sucks. And last year they had the exact same box from what I know, but they had the Canis Rex model in it. So what's up with that? I really don't get it. Still though, I have seen the box. It was looking at me this weekend when I was playing Moonstone in a game store a little bit farther away from me. And yeah, I saw the box. I was like, oh damn. But I think if I can get a good price on a single Knight, a Canis Rex box, I might get into that, and then I'm going to do a thing where I where I paint up a Knight like every year or something like that, and then eventually the new edition, 11th edition, rolls out, and I might have a Knight army or something. I don't know. I'm not really interested in playing 40k too much this year. But I would love to work on a Knight as a hobby project. 100%. Thinking about doing a custom house for the Knights, and I have a ton of stuff already written about the custom Knight houses and everything from 2019 or something, when I was considering Knights. And I already play Adeptus Mechanicus. Which is nice, because you can soup the Knight into it, obviously. So a single Knight would actually be very, very helpful. I'm still not really feeling this non-metallic metal thing. I cannot do what I did before with this one, which I liked a lot more. Let's see what is different. It's just less sloppy. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a little break right now. And when I come back, I'm going to I'm going to instigate a little commercial break for it. And when I come back, I'm going to show off some of my Moonstone miniatures that I got over the past 3 weeks, I think. They're pretty cool. So I'll see you in a bit. Hello again. So, like promised, I want to show off some Moonstone models that I got and that I based this weekend, actually. Let's see if everything is all right here. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. So, let me show that off to you. On the Dutch eBay, I got. Oh God, I don't. I didn't bring it with me. Well. Well, I got Boris the Bunny Summoner, who summons bunnies. These bunnies, in fact. I based them. They're the murder bunnies. He can summon them, and they can go to town. I think they're very very cool. I based them a little bit. Actually wanted to paint them up today, but I had to prime them and everything, so that was not really working out. Then I have this one as well. And then we have the third one. This is all for Moonstone again. And I actually cannot wait to work on those. And then also on Dutch eBay Marktplaats, I got this guy, the Jackalope. He can also be summoned by Boris the Bunny Summoner. It takes a lot of energy for him, and he actually gets some wounds. He's damaged by summoning this guy, but yeah, this guy is very very strong. And this is all for the Commonwealth faction. And then this weekend I got this guy. This is Hoff, a very very strong guy who can he blows the horn, and then all the fawns come out of the forest, and shit is going down. And we have Jada, which is probably one of my favorite models. Jada is very very cool. I like the base on her as well. It was quite hard to get her in this position, but it worked out. And then last but not least, we got Mr. Toodles. And I made a little stage for Mr. Toodles because he buffs the other fawns, obviously. But I quite like this guy. And this is probably the list that I'm going to play for the league next year. So from next year, January starting, we have a Moonstone League going on. And I'm going to play the Commonwealth with the fawns. I'm going to play them at this store, Kleine Wereld, which is... they've been so awesome to me, so very generous to me, and I really like them. And they have all kinds of stuff that I really really like. They sell just the right things. And this was a little advert for Moonstone. This is actually the faction that Celestion is playing. My girlfriend is going to play these guys. That came in a starter set, actually. And this is another fawn. It's a fawn wizard. And I like everything about Moonstone. Like I said, Moonstone is such an easy game to just pick up and play. Doesn't work with dice rolls for a change, which is quite refreshing. It's quite hard to blame luck in the game, because there's always an option for you. If you do an arcane ability, so it's basically a ranged attack most of the times. You draw a number of cards. Yeah, I know, the pug. Yeah, it's Dominion, right? You draw a number of cards equal to your arcane stat, and the cards that you draw, if they're the right ones that are actually on your unit card, so you can use them, that is awesome. But if they're not, you can always tell your opponent that you have the cards that you need, so you can bluff in the game. Let's say you need a 3 green. There's only 3 3s in the entire deck for different colors. So you have red, blue, and green, I think. Let's say you need a 3 blue, but you don't have the 3 blue, and you say that you have the 3 blue, but your opponent, he does have, it's a shared deck, so he does have the 3 blue. He calls your bluff. Then your opponent can really mess with you. There's also things like catastrophe cards in the deck, and when a catastrophe goes off, it has catastrophic. A catastrophe happens for that character. For example, Flintlock, my sniper guy. If you hit him with the catastrophe card, he cannot use his gun anymore. So that is quite devastating for him. And in the game that I played, I barely bluffed, I barely lied. So I was playing very, very neat. But then at the end, when people started to believe that I was honest all the time, I bluffed a few times, and that was hilarious. I didn't win the game, by the way. I was 3rd, I think. If they catch you on a bluff, they can change your picked card to anything the defender has in their hand. Yes, exactly. If it happens to be a card of another color, nothing happens. So the arcane ability doesn't come through. But if the defender has a catastrophe card, like I said, that's quite funny. It's quite funny. Some really funny stuff happens. It's like you take some wounds, but like I said, with Flintlock, it is really devastating because you cannot use his gun anymore. I'm actually not sure with. Is this working? No. But if you can make them call you out on a bluff and it was true, you can do the ability again for free, which is wicked. Yes. You can then play another card, basically. So you can play another bluff. Which it happened to me once in the game that I told the truth and my opponent thought I was bluffing. I could do it again, and then he thought I was bluffing again, and then I told the truth again, so he died, basically. that was funny. It's awesome, seriously. I mean, I know that I've been into quite a lot of games this year. It was also, like, don't forget, this was the first year of me doing the YouTube thing, so always looking for recent games, new games, that kind of stuff. But Moonstone is by far the coolest game system that I ever played. So I played a bunch of games, right? I played X-Wing, Star Wars Legion, Warhammer 40k, Kill Team, Blood Bowl. I think that was about it. Moonstone, most fun, by far. Because it is that simple. And like I said, it it is deep enough to get really, really interesting. Some other things that I wanted to show you. Celestrian, I know you like this one. I'm making some scatter terrain for Moonstone. Yeah, so this is yeah, simple. It's a piece of cardboard with some air dry clay on it. The only thing, it warped a little bit, as you can see. But this table, I thought, like, what can I do with the coffee stirrers, right? And I thought this was quite a good way to go. The only thing that I want to add to this is make some arrows. To put some arrows in here. And A Kleine Wereld is actually a great shop for that as well, because they have all sorts of basing, little resin basing materials for people that don't have a 3D printer. So yeah, that's cool. Then I made this one, very, very simple one, but effective, right? I mean, this makes for great terrain. As you can see, it's yeah, it's fun. And God, I really, really like this model. I hope I'm not going to mess it up with painting. And then I made a stack of well, like firewood or something. It just works for scatter terrain, and I want to make a video about this. Probably there's hundreds of videos about fantasy scatter terrain, but yeah, I'm just going to do my take on it. I'm going to come up with some more. I have some more laying inside, by the way. I have a little tree stump that I made from air dry clay. I have a bigger piece of terrain, which is maybe like this large, with just stones sticking out of the ground. It's a bit larger, and it just works, you know. I want to make all small pieces of scattered terrain, and then I'm working on the big house. But like I said, like for big houses, it was fun, but it took a lot of time, and I think I'd rather just print that stuff if I can. So yeah, we will see. Let's see how my boogie is doing. Because I think it is now time to dry brush him. I'll see if I can get a printout on the big boy this week. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Awesome. Let me know how that went, and if it's worth it. Otherwise, I'm going to take a look at Etsy or something. But I saw some very, very cool, houses, some very whimsical Moonstone kind of houses. So that would be awesome. What I'm also doing, probably this weekend, but I am not sure yet, is I'm going to make a 3x3 wargaming board, which I can fold out, so I can finally just host some, probably just some X-Wing. So yeah, 3x3. That is the game size that I'm generally going to play if I'm going to play here in my house. Great for Moonstone. I think isn't Star Wars Legion Skirmish played on a 3x3, or is it a 4x4? If it's a 3x3, that's absolutely perfect. But I made a little design on how I'm going to do that. So I might do that this weekend. And also great for X-Wing, which is also a game that I will continue to play in the next year. I recently played a game against Rick again, a game of X-Wing, and boy, I love the game. Ooh, I cannot wait to see your Moonstone stuff. And of course, I'm going to talk about it in the upcoming video. But I don't know. I have a feeling that I just have a feeling that Moonstone is going to get bigger this year. I really hope it does, because they absolutely deserve it. They've been so great. I'm already in contact with them as well, by the way. Not for any sponsor specific things, but just talking a little bit. And the developer is such a cool guy. He does lots of interviews, so I hope I can get one with him as well one day. The only thing that is a bummer to me as far as Moonstone goes is that it's really hard to make solo rules for. Since you're bluffing against, you have to bluff against an opponent. That mechanic is not going to work in solo. Worth buying directly? Let's take a look. Oh, wow. Yeah, but that's only the STLs, right? Or surely that cannot be. Oh, wow. What the hell? That's quite insane, actually. And Moonstone is 32 scale, right? Wow, that looks awesome. That looks really nice, Celestian. Thanks. I'm going to. This is exactly the kind of stuff that I'm looking for. The Hunter's Lodge, for example, it's 15 euros. 15 euros. 18 euros for 32 scale. That's insane. Delivery, okay, yeah. It's from oh yeah, it's 1190, but that's only like if I would get maybe 3 houses or something, that will be okay. Yeah, and it's also kind of like a Black Friday sale, I think, right? I'll look into it. I'll look into it. It would be nice to be able to host something. I'm really curious to see if this is something that Rick likes to play as well. If this is something that he can get into. He's normally not really one for the whimsical fantasy kind of stuff, but let's see. Well, I will crash the door someday for sure. Nothing you can do against that. Need to play Legion and Moonstone under threat of playing less. Yeah. Well, I've been talking about these kinds of things, and what I really do need a focus. I really do need a focus in my wargaming and all that kind of. But I feel that I'm definitely it's taking shape now. It's really taking shape now, like with Moonstone coming in and. I mean, essentially, Moonstone is going to be a game that I play once a month. And maybe at home with my girlfriend. Because that's one of the reasons why I also got it. It's because my girlfriend was the one that walked up to the stands, actually. To the shelves. And if I can, and if they let me, I'd love to be like I don't know, ambassador for Moonstone or something. Not because I get all the free stuff then. I mean, that would be nice, obviously. But I genuinely would want to help those guys out because they're an awesome bunch. Like everything is on point. Also the books. I talked about this before, but the books are so cool. They're really worth it, by the way, Celestian. If you maybe get if you get into it a little bit. Although I think most of the I don't know if you're a book kind of guy, but the books are really nice. But I think most of it is also online somewhere because I think everything from Moonstone is pretty much free online as well. Even cardboard cutouts. I mean, if you're not getting the models just yet, Celestian, you can always playtest with the card models that they have on the web shop, like the pictures of the models. The web shop, the website, the Goblin King Studios website. I've been looking for something to play together for a while now, and this seems to be it. Yeah, same boat. I'm in the same boat. I mean, Sophie, she likes board games a lot. And we tried Warhammer Underworlds a little bit, but it was still a little bit too much. You know, too much reading and like too much check. This game flows a little bit better. I like books, but I dislike it when the rules are all over the place. Looking at you, Legion. Yeah, exactly. Well, I didn't buy this book for the rules. Although some things has changed, Celestria, I think, for Moonstone rules with the new Rising book. But like some things with cover and everything, of course, it's always cover that's getting changed. No, but I bought it for the lore, and the second book was only 10 euros because it was damaged. I was like, that's all right. It's a book to, you know, to flip open and to kind of destroy a little bit, anyways. But yeah, Sophie's not into wargaming, but I think this will change that a little bit, especially when I work on the terrain a little bit more, because I'm not going to play a game when the terrain is not done and I don't have a board yet and that kind of stuff, you know. I want to make it proper. Solid damage book. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was already buying. Buying these guys, Toodles and everything, the fonts. And then I saw the book and I was like, interesting. But yeah, like I said, I'd love to be. I love to be an ambassador for Goblin King games. I hope they're just hope they're continuing with whatever they're doing with Moonstone. Was Shatterpoint Grievous also at the little sales stand then? I mean, it's always nice to just for painting, right? But then again, you have a 3D printer. Yeah, it was a destroyed section that came back from Spellerspec. I talked to the owner of the shop about it. I used to work at a cycling brand, a bicycle brand, and we used to go to exhibitions and fairs, and people would steal stuff. Like water bottles from the bikes and like bells. What do you call it? What do you call it? Hoe noem je een bel? Een fietsbel. in het Engels. Well, it's quite unbelievable what people do. They're animals on the fairs. They feel so fucking privileged or something. I don't know. They're like, yeah, I'm here now. I paid for this stuff, so I'll just take it, right? It's oh man, really, really, really grinded my gears. But at Spellenspectakel, you can expect some collateral, I guess. So some damage. Oh wow, that is great. That is actually a great. That's great marketing. Oh, I love that. Security, even. Wow. One of my biggest clients is actually a security company that is, I think it's quite close to you. It's called Trigion. I don't know if you know them. In the end, a few things eventually were stolen, and the people were returning it got it. Oh, nice. Oh, that is so nice. Yeah, that is. I love that kind of stuff. That's what marketing. What makes marketing fun. So, just to see where it's going with this guy, I have to be honest with you. He looks like shit on camera, and I really, really mean that. But off camera, he looks great. It looks kind of nice, but it's just on camera. It looks like total crap. I'm going to. He looks too saturated on camera. It's much more toned down in real life. No, he looks. Maybe it's my. Um, this color right here should not be used on its own. It should always be with a little bit of brown, and that is where it works a little bit better, I think. Oh, there's one other thing that I did over the weekend, by the way. I started a new Skyrim playthrough. On PS5, but with mods. It's my I don't know how many playthroughs of Skyrim I did so far, but quite a lot. Time to reset the music, which means that we are in for about 2 hours. Stalker 2, I heard some good things about it. Yeah, I actually I started with some PS5 mods. They have the Creation Club now, like the Bethesda Creation Club thing, blah blah blah. With alternate start as well, and I am now starting in the Imperial Army as an Imperial soldier in Solitude, with survival mode on. So that's going to be fun. I think it's quite hard with survival mode, like with the food and everything. Hunger, cold. I mean, it's quite hard sometimes. But it is the way to play Skyrim, I feel. Should have been included in the game from day one. It never really felt cold, right? God. Yeah, well, there's a few different kinds of gamers, right, Celestian? And you're one of those that can play things like Dark Souls and Elden Ring. I'm not one of those people. I wish I could though, because I love the aesthetics, I love the designs of the enemies, I love a lot about it, but I guess I'm lacking the discipline or something. It's not for me. Problem is that I don't have much time to play. Wife, kids, work, Warhammer, life, you know the drill. Yeah, I do know the drill. And then I don't even have kids yet. So yeah. And no wife yet. I do have a girlfriend, no wife. But yeah, it's hard for me to get some games in as well, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when I do have kids. How I'm going to balance like the YouTube thing and everything, you know. But to be fair, I did make. I'm trying to find a way in that, and maybe at that time be in a place that I earn some more money from YouTube, and that it's actually a passive income that I need to do, right? YouTube has to be on a need to do basis. Well, it is right now. It's always been on a need to do basis for me. But I hope that someday it will pay at least some of my bills. It does now, to be honest, though. It does now. Especially the month when I did some with the 40K content. To be honest, it was really unexpected to me to see how much YouTube can actually pay for your content. I was really surprised about that. So I see that doing 40K is sometimes sometimes somewhat necessary or something, you know. And it's a good thing that I like 40K, but I took my oldest to Warhammer Store Utrecht. Oh, wait a second. You were from the Netherlands. Where are you from again? Well, then he's like me. I don't like the building either. Limburg. All right. Half of my colleagues are from Limburg as well. They're located in Heerlen. Limburg is a long way away, though. It's too bad, because otherwise you could have joined for games and everything. I live in Heerlen. Yeah, that's where one of our offices is located. I've never been to Heerlen before, but yeah, I think we'll go there one day. How much of my rebels is left? I think I have my rebel commandos. Most of my rebel commandos, though. I have the party bus, the big transport, which is not a transport anymore. I'm not even sure how people use that thing now in game. By the way, does anyone know? Let me know. And then we have the Mando, Din Djarin with Grogu. Still have to paint those up. I still have to paint up Jyn Erso, which is an important one, because I think I'm going to play a Rogue One themed list as my main, probably. A battering ram with gun. That sounds fun. But yeah, that is a model that I'm not sure that I'm going to finish this year, because I want to do something special for that. I have a plan for it. But yeah, I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to play a Rogue One kind of list for next year, for next edition, and not all the time, obviously. But that might be my focus. I'm also rewatching Andor, by the way. My God, that series is good. I every time I rewatch it, I'm like, this is probably the best thing that came out of Disney. The past decade. Just ran my BX course, then started unloading 2. Did you play new? Oh, you did, right? You played New Legion, or? Oh, on Tabletop Sim. Okay. You know what, guys? This guy looks blue on camera, and this guy looks very, very saturated on camera. It is not like that. They don't look like that. They're very much toned down. I think it's just the vibrancy of the... Let's see. It's really weird. But I am starting to like the look of this guy a bit more than I did before. When you paint, do you have a specific order you follow, or do you start painting just to see how everything goes? To be honest, I just do something. I just mess around. I don't have strict things. I mean, for this model, for example, I wanted to try something out with a purple shadow instead of just the normal black that I would have with, I don't know, something like this. And I'm not sure if I like it yet, but it's good to experiment. I am not yet at a level that I have a consistency in whatever I'm doing. Yeah, so for me, it's just experimenting all the time. These models, though, like I talked about, my Moonstone models, I want these to be the best painting work that I did so far. So I'm kind of also experimenting with my Star Wars Legion models to see how far I can push things. And if I can somewhat like level up. Yeah, it's trial and error for sure. On this model as well, I spent the better part of an hour tonight on doing this. Every single hair. Doing every single freaking hair. And now I kind of got a little bit tired of that, and I'm just dry brushing everything on, and I might go over this with a speed paint to see what it looks like. Just trial and error. They're Wookiees. They can look a little scruffy. That's all okay. Because I think he's a little bit too light. Yeah, have a. I wanted to have a lovely stream, but I don't think you're gonna stream in the shower. Although I think you would make for some entertaining stream then, Celestian. But I will see you later. I hope that I'm going to have a stream this Thursday, but then again, I'm not sure because there might be a game night. There might be a game of Legion. There might be a game of Kill Team. So yeah, let's see. But I will let you know. Werewolf. I mean, sometimes I don't know where to start. Well, just start with what color do you want your darkest color to be? And start base coating with that. That's what I did with this one. That's why it looks purple. I'm going to bring out speed paints. I'm done with this stuff. I have some Scale 75 speed paints. These two. And I don't know, Werewolf, if you know about speed paints, but these are actually a great start for you. Excuse me, for you. Rage Brown is a little bit reddish though, I think. I'm going to blend two colors. I'm not going to blend them together just yet, but when I'm applying them probably. Might need to water them down a little bit. Yeah, this is a very reddish brown, as you can see. But that's fine. Let's just see what it does. And sometimes this is just what you needed, and to be honest, this is just what I needed. It is just enough to tint it a little bit. And that is actually what I was looking for. Yeah, they're called contrast paints. I think Army Painter calls it speed paints, and then we have contrast paints, and then the ones that I use, these are instant paints. I did a review on them. That's why I have the entire range. And I think I normally I don't really use speed paints as you know, just slapping it on and call it a day. But like you've seen in the stream, I did lots of work beforehand to kind of see where I wanted it to go, and now I'm just tinting whatever is too yellow to me. Like this is too yellow to me, and it has too little contrast and too little shade. And what I'm doing with the speed paints, I'm just tinting it a little bit. But the best way to start for you, I think, is just going to be just prime your model and use some speed paints. See what the speed paints do. They're a great way to start. Or dry brushing, what I just did, or use a combination of all. Essentially what I did today was I base coated everything in purple, then dry brushed with just dry brushing is very easy. Anyone can do it. Just dry brushing and then go over with a speed paint, and this is starting to look exactly how I wanted it to be. It is the color that I was missing before. It's a nice in-between color, I feel. I am watering it down a little bit though. Hey everyone! Hey, tiny ARTV. That is a Wookiee, yes indeed. And Warwolf, to be honest with you, this is the trial and error we just talked about. This is exactly why this is a good thing, because this recipe, I think I'm going to use this recipe for some other stuff, like for example for this guy, for the jackalope, because I really like the look of this. Of course you can use speed paints on Space Marines, yes. Of course. What models are you thinking about? The thing to know though is that I would maybe not do the Dreadnought in speed paints. Flat surfaces is not the best use for speed paints, because it's going to pull a little bit easier on flat surfaces. Surfaces like this, like with this Wookiee, there's lots of texture in here. It's a bit easier. So yes, you can do Space Marines with speed paints 100%. What I recommend you watch though, I'm going to mention it. I don't know if you're into YouTube much, but I really do recommend looking up double slap chop method. I came across this recently, or just slap chop method. I came across this recently, and it is really, really effective. Tiny, Tiny. I'm just going to call you Tiny. Tiny. I'm going to call you Tiny. I also really, really like what the yellow does to the fur, but the little trick in this guy was that it was base coated in purple, and I think I really like that. I have to say, it does look a little bit like shit on the camera, I have to be honest. It looks better in real life, but I'll post some pictures on my Instagram or a little story or something. How to paint Ultramarines by Inferno Brush, the perfect Space Marine video. Okay, cool. Just there's lots of stuff to look at on YouTube, and just follow along with the tutorials. It's usually very, very helpful. Yeah, and I'm not super happy with this yet, Tiny. But we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Yeah, and this Rage Brown by Skill 75 Instant Paints actually really look really nice. Oh, there's one Warwolf. There's one more channel that I would like to recommend. It's by a good friend of mine, Alex Paints. He just started out his YouTube thing. He has some really simple beginner tutorial videos about everything painting, and mainly Tyranids and Space Marines. So I highly recommend giving that a go. I'm not just saying that because he's a friend of mine. He genuinely has some really good content, easy to follow. He's likable. Look him up. I think I found my recipe for Wookiees now. Brown, purple base coat, dry brushing, slap chop style on the raised areas, and then go over with Rage Brown. I think that is it. I quite like it. Let's see how we are doing with the Wookiees. I think I'm going to close it off soon, guys. It's been a long day, but let's just see what we have. This guy is not done yet. Some very contrasting colors there, and obviously he doesn't have his mouth yet, so he still kind of looks ridiculous. And this is the best one by far. But this is also the one that is closest to being finished. It's fun that we have some different colors in here, though. I like what I did on the shield. That is not actually shine, that is a shine that I made. How cool is that? I'm kind of proud of that one. I think overall, these two are still my favorites. This is how I want most of them to be. Cool. And this one is also he's not done obviously, but this one also looks pretty cool with the fur. I mean, the Wookiees are close to being done, guys. You just need some of the weapon details and everything. Yeah, some of the weapons still to go. But we're doing a good job here. Alright, guys. Do we have anyone to raid into, perhaps? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Bunka. Yes, we're going to raid into Bunka. Let's see. Some tips from Tiny AR. The most important thing is trying things yourself and mostly having a ton of fun. It's okay to follow YouTube teachings, but don't stress too much about what's right or wrong. And that is a good one to close it off with for today. Yeah, that's a good tip. That was a tip for you, Warwolf. Someone in the YouTube chat gave it to you, so there you go. Just have fun and don't listen too much to people. What people have to say on YouTube, that you have to follow strict rules and everything. That's completely true. I haven't been streaming for a long time, to be honest. Right now, Tiny. I usually, this is only 3 hours. I used to do a little bit longer streams, but like I mentioned sometime before in the stream, it is extremely busy at the moment at my day job. So I really need to, yeah, I really need to kind of go to bed soon and get some serious rest and everything. But I'll probably be here this Thursday if I don't have a game to play. Okay, guys. We are going to raid into a Bunka. Bunka is one of the people that got me my start on Twitch. So I would really appreciate it if you would share the love. And yeah, follows are free, and consider maybe subscribing if you like some people on Twitch, especially this guy Bunka. He's an awesome dude. He's been very helpful to me when I started. Like I said, talking nonsense. Helped me out massively. So give the guy a follow. He's an awesome dude, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Like I said, I might be here on Thursday. Then again, if there's a game going on in my local game store, I might be there. So yeah, I hope to see you guys soon, and yeah, let's follow Bunka. Bye bye.